Hi cubies, here's Alexandra, and welcome to part number 2 of how to paint a killer can. Well, this part of the video is quite some time after the footage of the first part. You can determine that at the length of my nails. The reason for that is, well, I started this video right one day after the unboxing of the killer cans, but well, at this stage I wasn't sure how to finish this model, and well, now I will start to go on painting him. So where we last left off, we painted some parts in Yonder Dark Sun, and then gave it a wash of Griffon Sepia to give it a nice of a rusty kind of feeling to it. And so does it look today. And I think I will simply finish up this bad boy with a very, very easy paint job. I will rust him up and well, do also some battle damage and some other modifications and weathering. So first thing I'm going to do is use this dark pigments here, almost black pigments I picked up recently. You may have seen the unboxing of that. So I guess you can get those also from Vallejo. I don't know how they are called there. Smoke maybe, or a dark super brown or something like that. So it's almost black, and we take some of that on the palette, but without water, just with a very old brush. I'm now dipping on some well, impact damage around the holes here in the killer can. So then blowing it away. Now cleaning off the brush a little bit. So, and those holes. So right now I'm dabbing with a slightly wet brush. I think that's good. Okay. And now I'm taking a little bit of my dark silver mix that we have here. Okay. And I'm filling in these holes. Like there had actually hit a bullet and made the metal appear inside there. So then I take bolt gun metal and increase the corners. Or no, not bolt gun metal, let's take chainmail. I think that would be better. So for those of you that don't know my dark metal mix, it's just 50-50 Chaos Black and Polka Metal. So, and now I'm painting here the corners with slightly not straight lines. So just dabbing here and there. Like that. Okay, and now I need some Chaos Black. And I'm painting the middle. Like that. So in the areola, you have some nice bullet holes in your armor. So, and also I will paint in some scratches here. For that I simply paint on some black onto the yellow. Quite easy. Make it random here and there. Also with that you can cover up areas where the London dark sun might not have covered so well. Okay, don't overdo it. Just here and there. Okay, and now let's take the metal again. So, bolt cut metal. And now I'm painting in metal over the black, but leave something from the black behind, so it looks more like a three-dimensional paint chip, you know? So just like that. Quite easy to achieve with a nice effect. So, and by the way, I noticed a little decrease of videos made in the wargaming community, so I'm missing several people here, like for example Cat Fish or Rob from Gamers Guild Hall, or several others out there. I think if you're making videos and haven't made a video in a longer period of time, at least a month, you know that I'm talking to you. Yes, I miss your videos. Also, Canvas 1, miss your videos. Okay, I think all the paint chips are painted now. Yeah, now I will paint in some here a little bit correction at the metal where I hit with the induction. Okay, so where were I? Ah, yes. Now I will go for some brass parts on the whole thing to give it a little bit more color. And for that I need tin bits, if I can find my one. Okay, there we have it. And I will mix the tin bits 50-50 with dwarf bronze, or bronze, or however you pronounce it in English. So simply 50-50 mix. And if you don't know what a 50-50 mix is, it's just 1 drop of tin bits and 1 drop of dwarf bronze. It doesn't matter how big the drop is, the mixing ratio is always the same. Mix it together. And then we will pick out some parts on the model that we want to have in brass. So for example, here, this little thing right here. Spare out the holes. On the other side we have that also. Okay, maybe this part here. Just pick what you want. So I will go ahead now and pick me some parts I want to have in brass and be right back. Ta-da! Okay, the bronze parts are done. And now I'm going to highlight them with pure dwarf bronze, just slightly going over it again. And giving those parts a little bit more of a highlight. So. Okay, now it's time for finishing this model, and now we go back to using the pigments. First I will make some smoke areas around here, so we will take back the dark black pigments we had laying around with some water in it, and then dab it on a paper towel, slightly brushing it on a little bit more. Like that. See? When this is dry, this will give a nice matte patina around the smokestack. And okay, we'll increase this here inside with some more, maybe around the corner here. Okay. Now the rest of the model will get the normal rust treatment, you know already from me, so I don't have to explain it that hard. I just take pigments here from Vallejo, burnt umber, watered down, cover the model, and after that I'm wiping most of the parts back again with a wet brush, and after that a little bit of the orangey pigments, burnt sienna or dark red ochre, or a mixture of both, to give it a more nice rusty feature. And all the brass parts will get a treatment here of the Vallejo blue green, or you can also use blue or turquoise from GW, the Hawk turquoise, whatever you think fits best for brass. So, and after that I will show you how to make the base finally. Be right back. Okie dokie, there we have him now, Rusty the Can. All rusted up. So if you couldn't follow me while I'm explaining this in the last segment of this video, then simply click on him and you get to my latest Krell video, and there I show exactly how to paint rust. So, and now we will have a look at the base. So this is stone, and we want this to be stone, and for that instance we take Deneb stone. Take a big brush, add some color on the palette, and now I'm simply going to dry brush over the black stone here. This is also primed, so don't worry. I'm painting not on bare stone. Make it uneven, make it natural. Just simply going over it, bringing out the texture of the stone. Very nice here on the sides. instead of deneb stone you could also use Codex Gray, for example, or Fortress Gray. Doesn't really matter. Just need a light color dry brushed over the surface to bring out the structure of the stones. Okay, yeah, that's good. And now I'm adding into the deneb stone drop of white. To highlight even more. Just going over here and there, not everywhere. Just some indications of highlights. This is no exact science here, what I'm doing. This is just dry brushing or wet brushing, either way, it doesn't matter. A little bit on the feet. Okay, and now I want this to be a different color, not just simple grayish stone. I want this to be a little bit more brownish, and for that instance I just give it a wash with Devlin Mud. But you could also use Ogre Flesh or Butter Black or yellow and green or whatever colors you want. Just experiment with it a little bit and you see what results you get. So this Devlin Mud here is exactly a 50-50 mixture of Devlin Mud and well, the Vallejo Sepia wash. I had a little bit left over in both bottles, and so I mixed them just together. It's a little bit more greenish tint than the normal Devlin Mud, but yeah, looks good. Okay, now after that this whole thing needs to dry. And then we can go on with the last final details on the base and the model. Okay, that's how the base looks now. And I'll be right back when the base is dry. Okie dokie, the wash on the rock is dry now. And what I will do now is applying some white glue to add some sand to the base. So just simply paint the parts of the base that are not covered in stone on this mini. Those areas are quite minimal. So, and then I simply grab my sand and apply this. I use a little spoon for helping purposes. So, and I get questions about what kind of sand am I using again and again. I don't like to repeat myself, but this is a mixture out of several different variants of sand. This is some sand from my children's playground, then some birdcage sand for a very fine grit, then this red rocks you see in there. This is some gravel I picked up in a dollar store, and well, this gives a mixture of a whole variety of sizes in the sand, and well, this gives a very nice and unique sandy look to it. Okay, this needs to dry now also, and after it is dry I will also hit it with Devlin mud. So I'm back when this is all dry. So the base is dry now, and now it's time for the last little touch-ups. And for example here, this little things here I will paint now as little oculars in red. So for that I use a dark red mixture. It's just Macarad red with some black. And now I'm mixing in some blood red to the paint to highlight it. So, and now I'm painting 2/3 of this things. Leave a little bit of the dark red on the top. Now I take even more blood red into the paint. So now a bit lower. Like that. And now I go for pure blood red on the lowest part. Down there. There. And there. And now to give it a little bit more three-dimensional look, we go for the usual white dots. And for that we take Skull White. So we need 3 white dots on the top, and also white dots on the bottom. And ta-da! So, only thing left to do is make the base corner. For that I use now, let's say, Bestia Brown. So, just simply paint the base corner. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. And if you want to know how to write dum-de-dum, it's not with a T, it's with a D. Dum, not tum. Dum-de-dum. Like the German dumm, like stupid. Dum-de-dum. Okay. Yeah, I will let that dry, go a second time over it, and show you the end result. Be right back. And there we have it, Chewies, the final version of the Killa Kan. I hope you liked this little tutorial, like usual, and we see us in the next video. Your Alexandra.